or I love your background, or I love your, do you want me to unmute? Oh, you did, never mind. And we are ready when you are, Chair Krupa.
Okay, hello everybody. I apologize for not getting on a little bit earlier, but I was going through all of this thing, hit the wrong button on my keyboard and shut everything off. So do this. Okay, it is 2 o'clock and I will now call the Riverside Transit Agency regular meeting of the Board of Directors to order. Thank you for joining us. We're going to have a little bit of housekeeping and then we'll get into the meeting. Please ensure that you are in a quiet environment with no background noise. Please mute your phones until call upon to speak by either the chair or the clerk. And to ensure that we have an organized opportunity for everyone to speak, I will call upon each group separately. Within your group number, when your group number is called, please announce your name, then proceed with your comments or questions. And I will ask the public to speak after the board. Once called upon to speak, please unmute your device and then place your phone back on mute. Joan, would you please read the special notice from the governor?
On March 4, 2020, Governor Newsom proclaimed a state of emergency in California as a result of the threat of COVID-19. Public gatherings are to be limited. On March 18, 2020, Governor Newsom temporarily suspended the Brown Act requirements pertaining to telephonic conferencing of local government meetings and the requirement to have at least one physical location available to the public for purposes of attending the meeting. Further, on June 11, 2021, Governor Newsom extended the temporary suspension of the Brown Act requirements through September 30, 2021. As such, RTA has opted to conduct the June 24, 2021 meeting via teleconference.
Thank you, Joan. And would you now take roll call?
Yes. Alberto Sanchez, City of Banning.
Present.
Ray Santos, City of Beaumont.
Here.
Linda Molina, City of Calamasa.
Present.
Jeremy Smith, City of Canyon Lake.
Here.
Jim Steiner, City of Corona.
Here.
Jocelyn Yao, City of Eastville.
Here.
Linda Krupa, City of Hemet.
Here.
Ryan Berkson, City of Jurupa Valley. Timothy J. Sheridan, City of Lake Elsinore.
Here.
Dean Dinas, City of Menifee.
Here.
David Marquez, City of Moreno Valley.
Here.
Scott Vincent, City of Murrieta. Ted Hoffman, City of Norco.
Here.
Malcolm Corona, City of Paris.
I'm here.
Andy Melendres, City of Riverside.
Here.
Alonzo Ledesma, City of San Jacinto.
Present.
Zach Schwank, City of Temecula.
Here.
Bridget Moore, City of Wildemar.
Here.
Jerry Sinsich, County of Riverside, District 1. Karen Spiegel, County of Riverside, District 2.
Here.
Andrea Mars, County of Riverside, District 3.
Here.
Art Welch, County of Riverside, District 5.
Here.
Chair Krupa, you have a quorum. Participants, please remember to remute your device.
Thank you, Joan. We'll now have the Pledge of Allegiance led by Jeremy Smith of Canyon Lake. If you would all please stand.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Chair, for giving me the heads up. Chair Cooper reached out to me and said, would you mind leading the pledge? And I said, absolutely. So I quickly pulled over and found a flag so we can do the Pledge of Allegiance with. Please repeat after me. I pledge allegiance
Allegiance to the flag
of the United States
United
of
States of
America
America,
and to the
to the
republic
republic
for which it
for which it
stands,
stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under God,
under God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jeremy. I'm glad you could pull over in a safe spot. Okay, with that, we will move on to item number 4, which is public comment on non-agenda items. Joan, please read the directions for public comment.
Members of the public may address the board regarding any item within the subject matter jurisdiction of the board. However, no action may be taken on off-agenda items unless authorized by law. Comments shall be limited to matters not listed on the agenda. Members of the public may comment on any matter listed on the agenda at the time that the board considers that matter. Each person's presentation is limited to a maximum of 3 minutes.
Joan, have you received any requests to speak?
Yes, sure, Krupa.
Go ahead, Joan.
Yes, I have received a request to speak from Keith White, who would like his comment read by staff.
Please do that.
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon, RTA board members. I received good news from my roommate. Because he got a good bonus in the month of June from his job, I don't have to pay for any rent for the month of July. This is a blessing from God. On June 11, I received my second Pfizer dose, which put me down for a few days, but now I am back to normal. I am fully vaccinated now, as are both my daughters and my roommate. As things are opening back up, I am now riding the bus more and doing things. Like I said, I am more of an outgoing person. I have been to 9 movies in 2 weeks, but have been taking Dial-A-Ride due to the heat, but there are days that I can take the regular fixed route. RTA staff have worked very hard during COVID, and we will come back stronger than ever before. I can't wait for the day we can see our smiling faces and be back in person for meetings. Please remember to be safe out there. Sincerely yours, Keith White, RTA writer and advocate.
Thank you, Joan. Is there anyone else on the line that would like to make a comment on non-agenda items? Okay, hearing none, the public comment portion for items not listed on the agenda is now closed. Although the group assignments have not changed, Joan, would you please read off the assignments to refresh our memories?
Thank you, Chair Krupa. Group 1, Alberto Sanchez, Ray Santos, Linda Molina, Bridget Moore, and Alonso Ledesma. Group 2, Jeremy Smith, Jim Steiner, Timothy J. Sheridan, Dean Dinas, Scott Vinton, and Zach Schwank. Group 3, Jocelyn Yao, Brian Berkson, David Marquez, Ted Hoffman, Malcolm Corona, and Andy Melendrez. And Group 4, Karen Spiegel, Jerry Sinsich, Andrea Mars, and Art Welch.
Thank you, Joan. Today, we're going to have some recognitions. And the first one is I would like to recognize Director Andy Melendrez for 14 years of service to RTA. Currently, Andy is our longest tenured director, and it's been an amazing ride. Since his arrival to the board back in 2007, Andy has shown an uncommon commitment to enhancing public transit in his home city of Riverside and across our service area. Sadly, this is his last board meeting, and we are so grateful for all the work he has done for RTA. Make no mistake, the things you've done for RTA and your constituents will last for years to come. You truly care about your community and have a passion for public transportation, and it shows in your leadership on this board. It's worth noting that Andy has been a member of Budget and Finance Committee and currently serves on the Administration and Operations Committee, providing valuable leadership on that group. Not many people understand public transit as well as Andy. In fact, it's widely known that when he travels to other cities, whether it's for business or pleasure, he often rides public transportation. He then brings back that experience to share with us. Andy has championed so many things during his time with RTA. From the historic overhaul of service in downtown Riverside to the creation of our wildly successful U-Pass, Go-Pass programs, to the development of the Vine Street Mobility Hub. In fact, he was a key participant in several visioning trips that helped RTA examine and learn about mobility hubs in other major cities. Andy was also an influential member of the Greater Riverside Transportation Now chapter, which has done some really great things and given so many people a chance to be part of something that truly affects us all. On behalf of RTA, it is my pleasure to present Andy with this gift of appreciation of his years of service. Thank you so much for your contribution over the years to RTA. So, yay, Andy. And Andy, would you like to say a few words?
Oh, gosh. Well, first of all, thank you. Thank you so much. It's such a great agency to be part of. I feel that I've almost grown up with this agency since being, involved with city council, and have seen tremendous strides that this agency has done to improve public transportation throughout Western Riverside County. I've had the opportunity to work with Larry for many years, Tom Franklin and many of the staff over the years, and you can't ask for a more dedicated group to public transportation to improve the lives of so many individuals that rely on public transportation in Western Riverside County. So congratulations to them for all the work that they've done. And what I like to say is, I'm a businessman. I've been self-employed now for over 38 years. I closed my business about 4 months ago. But being a city council member now for 15 and a half years, I can't tell you how rewarding that has been for me personally, and I wouldn't ever exchange my time on the city council or on the board for anything. But as a businessman, it's probably not been the most best investment that I've made, financial investment that I've made, but it sure is rewarding to be part of an agency that has made tremendous strides in public transportation. Appreciate working with all of you, great friends, people that I've met throughout my time with RTA and also the city council. So thank you, Linda. Really do appreciate Larry, Tom, and all the RTA staff for all the wonderful work that you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. You will be missed on this board. And thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Okay, next I have the honor of recognizing 3 RTA employees for their heroic actions in the line of duty. When a man's wheelchair stalled on the side of the road and left him in the hot sun far away from the nearest bus stop, he didn't know where to turn. As cars zipped by and the heat bore down, things started to look hopeless. That is, until RTA came along and saved the day. This time, it wasn't just one person who came to the rescue. This time, it was a team. During the afternoon of an unusually hot May 25th, coach operator Orletta Gutierrez saw the man first. She was driving her bus in Moreno Valley when she spotted him waving his arms in distress. With no nearby bus stop or safe place for her to pull over, Orletta did the next best thing. She contacted dispatch to report the problem and asked them to send someone to help as soon as possible. At the same time, stops and zone supervisor Sam Watana and project manager Jeffrey Noel were busy inspecting bus shelters at the nearby Moreno Valley Mall. When they got the call, they dropped what they were doing and leaped into action. Within minutes, Sam and Jeff arrived at the scene. Once there, they approached the man and told him they were there to help. They soon discovered that the wheelchair's battery had died and left him stranded on the roadway. They tried to push the wheelchair, but it wouldn't budge. After learning that the man had some health conditions, Sam and Jeff didn't hesitate to make sure that he was safe, give him water, and wait with him until emergency personnel arrived. These RTA employees showed great teamwork, exceptional customer service, and a commitment to safety. Congratulations to Arletta, Sam, and Jeff for their heroic actions that day. On behalf of the RTA Board of Directors, please accept these gifts as a token of our gratitude for a job well done. There we are. Thank you very much. The Board of Directors really appreciates your customer service and your dedication. And if you would each like to say a few words, that would be fine.
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon. I'm glad to be part of helping the gentleman, our passenger, and I'm glad he was safe.
Thank you, Arletta.
Thank you again.
Oh, I have one additional person I need to add into this recognition dispatcher, Jeff Harrell, who the one have the quick thinking and be able to track us down and be able to use the closer resource to respond to the incident. So thank you, Jeff. Good job.
Thank you.
Lou, I would just like to say, I'm glad the gentleman was okay. He was a very nice man, and thank you for the recognition.
You are welcome. Thank you. So again, on behalf of RTA, we truly, as a board of directors, appreciate each and every employee at RTA, and you are an outstanding group. So thank you very much for all your dedication and your dedication to RTA. Thank you. And we will let staff get back into the room.
Thank you.
Go. Okay. Where are we? Okay, next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes for the May 27th board meeting. Does anyone have any comments on, I'm trying to get my gallery view back here. Okay, does anyone have any comments on the minutes? Okay, then I am looking for a
District
motion.
1 approved.
Second, Kenny Lake.
Okay, Joan, I'm gonna let you figure that one out.
You better hurry. You better hurry when approval comes around.
So I definitely know we have a motion to approve and we have a second. So are there any no's? Any abstentions? Okay, that motion passes. And Joan, you can figure out who did what.
I got it. Thank you, Chair.
You're welcome. Next is our consent calendar, and items on the consent calendar will be approved by one motion, and there will be no discussion on individual items unless a board member or member of the public requests a specific item to be pulled from the calendar for discussion. Are there any members of Group 1 who wish to pull an item for discussion? Group 2? Group 3? Group 4? And is there anyone from the public that wishes to pull an item from the consent calendar for discussion?
Jacinto move to approve.
Thank you very much. That is,
District 1 second.
okay, we have the City of San Jacinto and District 1 as a motion and a second. Are there any no's? Are there any abstentions? That motion passes unanimously. Next up is to approve and adopt the agency's updated Public Transportation Agency Safety Plan, the PTASP, and Albert Jimenez will give us a presentation on this.
Thank you and good afternoon, Chair and members of the board. My name is Albert Jimenez and I'm the new Director of Risk Management. And I'm here to present on the agency's Public Transportation Safety Plan, referred to as PTASP. On July 19, 2018, the Federal Transit Administration, FTA, published the final rules for the Public Transportation Agency Safety Plan, or PTASP, requiring public transit agencies to adopt an agency safety plan. The agency developed and the board adopted the initial plan at its March 26, 2020 meeting, well before the compliance date of July 21st, 2020. Due to the pandemic, the FTA twice delayed the enforcement of the PTASP, initially to December 31st, 2020, and finally to July 21st, 2021. So for the past year, the agency has continued practicing the key elements of the plan, as they are mostly long existing practices the agency documented in its plan for purposes of compliance. One of the requirements therein is to conduct an annual review and update of the plan. So on March 1st, a committee convened represented by risk, operations, training, maintenance, and personnel. Over the next several weeks and in multiple meetings, the committee had drafted the updated that is in your packet today. Mostly the updates involve changes to names and titles of RTA board members and staff, clarifications of how inspections are completed, the employee hazard reporting process, root cause analysis, and hazards investigations, as well as how the agency recognizes its employees for making safety a priority. There will be one additional change to the plan that you have in front of you, and that will be to add my name as the Director of Risk Management. There is no fiscal impact to the update of the plan. The item was discussed at the Board Administration and Operations Committee meeting on June 2nd, 2021, and the committee members unanimously approved the recommended this item to the full Board of Directors for their consideration. The recommendation before you today is to adopt the agency's updated Public Transportation Agency Safety Plan, PTASP, to be effective June 24, 2021. Thank you, Chair. That concludes my presentation.
Thank you, Albert. Are there any questions or comments from Group 1? Group 2? Group 3? Group 4? And Joan, have you received any requests to speak in writing?
Chair Krupa, I have not.
Okay, is there anyone on the line that would like to make a comment or have a question on this item? Anyone from the public? Hearing none, I do need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Okay, that is,
District 1, second.
okay, we have an part,
Yes.
well, whatever district that is, I apologize, I didn't know
District
that.
1.
Number 5.
Okay, 5 and 1, there we go. Are there any no's? Are there any abstentions? That motion passes unanimously. Thank you very much. We are going to go into board comments, but before we start that, we are going to start announcing and celebrating people's birthdays, because we're such a great group of people, and we have such a great group of people. And since this actually was brought back to us as an idea from a council member and board member from Canyon Lake. I would like to say that for the month of June, our only birthday is Jeremy Smith. So happy
Thank you.
birthday, Jeremy.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, and I hope,
Hey, Jeremy, happy birthday.
Thank you.
hope you have, well, since the month is all over, and I don't know if you guys do it, but we girls tend to celebrate our entire month. So happy June. And
Thank
with
you
that,
so much, Linda.
You are
Happy
welcome, Jim.
birthday. Let
All
me
right.
let me sing the happy birthday in Spanish to him.
That's
Hopefully he
Please,
understands.
amigo. Please, my friend.
No, hay
That's
que,
okay, Alonso.
Alonso, tiene que ser las mañanitas.
Yeah, have mañanitas.
Yeah.
Of
Very
course.
Muchas gracias, amigo.
Sí, amigo, anytime.
We appreciate that. Thank you so much. So we'll go into board member comments and go into group one. Anybody have anything to, any announcements or comments on group one?
Here. Yes, the city of Wildemar will be having their in-person 13th birthday on Saturday, July 10th from 6 to 10 p.m. at Martin O'Brien Park. We'll have a live band, beer garden, and food. So please join us.
Very good. Thank you, Bridget. Linda.
Yes, I'd like to welcome everyone back to the road to normalcy, whatever that may be, and look forward to hopefully seeing people in person. I'd also like to remind people that as a result of the pandemic, there is an extreme shortage of blood. I donated this week with Livestream, but American Red Cross is also reaching out to people to donate. So don't forget that, you know, with pandemic, things were different, but now there's such a shortage of blood. So please consider donating at your favorite donation place. And thank you, RTA staff, for getting us through this horrendous year. And it almost looks like we were not even bruised, but we know, of course, we were. So, Mr. Rubio, thank you for your leadership, and thank you for leading your staff and putting such a positive image on RTA in the public. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Linda. Anyone else from group one? Okay, group two. I'll call this Jeremy. Would you like to
Yes.
say?
Thank you so much. Last night in our council meeting, as some of you know, we lost a dear friend, Jordan Ehrenkranz, so we had to make an appointment. We did that last night. We have a new councilwoman for the city of Canyon Lake. Her name is Jennifer Dane. She has a business background, business owner in the community, very well received. So we went through that process last night. I believe Eastville did too, and very awkward, as some of you who had to do it publicly knows. The other thing I want to throw out there is this weekend, we're doing a cleanup event with the city of Lake Elsinore and Wildemar. So if you can make it, great. If not, maybe just when you're out and about this weekend running errands, pick up a piece of trash. I think that's the whole purpose, is just to remind people to try to work together as a community to keep our streets clean. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Chair.
Thank you, Jeremy. Anyone else from group two?
Yes, Chair Krupa.
Yes.
Jim Steiner, City of Corona. First off, happy birthday to Jeremy. I also wanted to give a couple shout outs to some RTA staff. The first one is our wonderful clerk of the board, Joan Hepworth. You know, she does such a good job making sure several weeks in advance that we know when the next meeting is. But more importantly, on the day of every meeting, we get notifications of the Zoom, of the agenda moved up to the very top of our inbox. And as you know, when you get hundreds of emails almost every day, it sure is a great reminder. So, and
Yes.
not to mention, she's one of the sweetest ladies I've ever met. So thank you so much, Jen. We love you. And also our Chief Marketing Officer, Mr. Jim Neepkins. You know, this is the go-to guy for me. He's just so awesome, and he's a Corona resident, so that makes it even nicer. But you know, he summarizes our RTA board meetings for us, or at least he does for me. I'm sure he does for you guys too. But he summarizes it so I can share, you know, just the professional, you know, response to our meetings, to our city council, and also to our community at every city council meeting. So I just wanted to thank him for that. He never fails. 2 days before my meeting, I get that summary, and it just helps me so much. And he also as you know, he's taken over the T Now chapter responsibility, and he's doing a wonderful job there. So Jimbo, thank you, pal. That completes my comments.
Thank you. Anyone else from group 2? Okay, group 3. I see Jocelyn has her hand up.
Yes, hi, good afternoon, everyone. Just a quick announcement. Some of you may have heard, so Councilmember Ike Bootsma unfortunately passed away. But I guess the good news are, while we went through a whole process and we finally was able to appoint someone, and sorry, it's my kid's toy and his music in the background, but we finally appointed Brendan Plott back to the council. I'm sure, yes, yes, yeah. So you guys will probably be seeing him here at the meeting very soon, hopefully. So, but yes, Brendan Plott is now back on the council.
Very good. Thank you, Jocelyn. Brian, I see your hand is up.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just wanted to mention that Harupa Valley on July 1st will be 10 years old. That will be our birthday. I think we still have the title of California's newest city, and things are going well. So I just wanted to throw that out there, that at our council meeting, we'll probably have something that we do meet on July 1st for our Thursday council meeting, and we'll have something celebratory to do. Anyway, that's all I had. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Brian. Anyone else from group 3?
Yes, Madam Chair. Dave from Moreno Valley. First of all, I want to say, invite everyone out tonight. If you're in the area of City Hall, we have a ribbon cutting for our new amphitheater tonight. And shortly after that, we'll have a live band nation performing at our new facility. Also, July 4th activities, 4th of July, we'll have that City Hall at the amphitheater. So I invite everyone out for 4th of July celebration. And lastly, I want to say to Andy, it was a pleasure working with you, Andy, getting to know you. I know you've done quite a bit for the city and RTA. And I just want to wish you good luck in the future. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Anyone else from group 3? Group 4? Okay, we will go on to announcements from Larry.
Thank you, Madam Chair. A couple quick announcements. The County of Riverside has contacted us and asked that we hold another free mobile vaccination clinic on RTA sites. So on July 14th, RTA Division 1 in Riverside will host a mobile vaccination clinic. The second dose will be administered August 4th, so the mobile vaccination clinic will be back on that date. Division 2 in Hemet, the first vaccination mobile clinic for that location will be on July 21st, and the second vaccine will be administered August 11th. Reminder, there is no bus service on the 4th of July, and administrative offices will be closed on July 5th. Our buses are open to full capacity now as of June 15th, but inside the facilities on board the buses and at transit hubs, we are required to wear, transit hubs outside, you don't have to wear a face mask. Inside the facilities and inside the buses, as you can see, we're all masked. According to CDC and the Department of Transportation, we do have to continue wearing face masks in these facilities. Not easy to sort out where you do have to wear a face mask and where you don't, but as best as we can decipher, I believe we're following the guidance and the regulations that have been handed down from the federal, state, and local regulatory bodies. And lastly, Director Melendez, thank you for your service. It's been great working under your leadership. I wish you well in your retirement, although I have a feeling you're not truly retiring. That concludes my announcements, Madam Chair.
All right, thank you very much, Larry. I will announce that our next board meeting will be Thursday, July 22nd at 2 p.m. At this time, it will be virtual, but stay on because we do have 2 closed session items that we need to do. And Barbara, would you like to announce what those 2 closed session items are?
Yes, thank you, Chair Krupa. The 2 closed session items that the board will be meeting on will be one pursuant to Government Code Section 54957.6, Oh, sorry, I realized my video's not on. Sorry, not that you need to see me. But to discuss the collective bargaining agreement. The collective bargaining agreement negotiations with the ATU Local 1277. And the second item is a closed session pursuant to Government Code Section 54957 to consider public employee appointment regarding the CEO position.
Okay, with that, we will go into closed session. So let me know when.
You should get an invite to a breakout room, Madam Chair.
Okay. Everyone see the thing to join?
Have to get ours. 1 second.
Okay, we are back in open session. And Barbara, would you please report out?
Yes, thank you, Chair Krupa. The board, having met in closed session on the 2 items listed for today's agenda, has now returned from closed session at 3:52 p.m. With respect to item number 1, no reportable action was taken. With respect to item number 2, the only action that is reportable that was taken is the creation of an ad hoc committee to serve as an interview committee to interview the individuals who would like to be considered for the position of CEO, which will be limited to, at this time, internal candidates. And the members of that ad hoc committee are the current members of the executive committee of RTA.
Okay, thank you. Now, another point, Barbara, can I, as chair, make a direction to staff to bring back the report that?
Yes.
Okay, so as chair, Larry, where are you? There you are. If you would bring back at one of our next meetings, information and cost, whatever of a position as a deputy director of our deputy CEO or assistant to the CEO for RTA. Okay, with that, I want to thank all of you for sticking with us today. It's been a long meeting, but I think we've done some very good things. And Andy, I want to sincerely thank you for your years and your dedication to RTA, and to all of Riverside, all of the Western Riverside County, for all of the work you have done. It has been a pleasure working with you, and we will definitely miss you. Jeremy,
Andy,
I want
just one comment to Andy. You look as young today as you did when you started.
Oh, and look who that's coming from. So do you, Art.
It's been a relaxing weekend.
There you go. Jeremy, happy birthday one more time. And if all of you hopefully are going to sign on to WRCOG's annual meeting that starts now at 4 o'clock, RTA is getting a community service award, and there is a brief video that has been produced showcasing RTA. With that, I will say thank you again one more time. And if I don't see you before, I will see you in July. Take care, everybody, and thank you again.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Bye, Andy. Happy birthday, Jeremy.
Thank you. Well, bless you, Andy.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you. My pleasure.
We love working with you.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too.